Hey guys, I'm in the kitchen and I'm about to make some gluten-free, grain-free bread rolls with a twist. So we're all excited here in Thermomix world at the moment about our limited black edition that you can today actually pre-order. And so in celebration of that, I've got mine coming. I'm going to make some black bread rolls. These are healthy, gluten-free, and today I'm going to give you a little bit of a twist on what we have generally on the ingredients list. So where they're usually almonds, I'm going to show you what I do a little bit different up. So I've just preheated the oven and I've lined my baking tray. So it asks me for 300 grams of almonds. Now you could use anything like your sunflowers, cashew nuts if you like, but if you want to actually do something a little bit different, which is what I'm going to do today, I'm going to show you using my buckwheat. And of course I didn't have this ripped open and ready, so let's just see how I do this with one hand. So you've got there you go, real time. Got 169 grams, so I'm going to do around the 300 grams, bring that up. So this would be then half and half of buckwheat and flax seeds. So just a little bit of a different mix. Okay, 50 grams of psyllium husk. Can't cheat on this one ingredient, it's pretty key. Okay, we're just going to grind that up now. Let me just pop you here. Rock and roll. Hope I don't give you a headache at the end of this. For 10 seconds. So this becomes your flour. Take a look there at the flour. Look, sometimes I find it's still a little bit grainy. I might actually go back and give another 10 seconds while I crack my eggs. Who's changed their tone? I stick with the same tone, but you know you can do that in your settings. This was a last minute thought, so here I am grabbing all the ingredients for you as I go. 3 teaspoons of baking powder. So this is your raising agent. We've got some eggs, but this certainly helps with that, so you can't cheat on that. And then we've got a teaspoon of salt. Now I'm going to add a magic ingredient in a minute, so I'm going to go 1.5 teaspoons because we want to make sure there's plenty of flavour. So I'm going to add, ta-da, the magic ingredient is activated charcoal. I'm just going to put around about, I've got a dessert spoon there, so maybe a dessert spoon and a half. Okay, and we're just going to sift that. Wait. I'm going to sift that a few times. Let's just put it on 2 seconds. Great. Bit of a hit and miss. I haven't actually ever weighed in that, but we want to get a nice dark black. So yep, that looks good. It looks coloured up enough. And now we want 5 egg whites. Okay, I've just cracked my egg whites. And believe it or not, this has happened earlier to me today. I've ended up with a couple of double yolkers. Woohoo! I haven't had a double yolker for years, and this week, this one carton has given me 3 double yolkers. How's that? Must mean there's change is happening. All right, so I've got the 5 egg whites to go in there. And 45 grams of apple cider vinegar. Now I won't have enough to do this, so let's see how short I am. 25, so now I've got another 20 grams. Now I've just juiced up a lemon. What you're wanting is some acid, so lemon juice will serve you. At the same time, just teaching you a few tweaks today. All right, now we're just going to give it a knead for 20 seconds. All right, now we want some boiled water. I did boil it. I'll just give it another. You really want to make sure that it is nice and hot. Okay, now this works its wonder. This is a bit of a magic trick. So the hot water is going to react to the vinegar, baking powder. So I might just go over a couple of grams on the water because I've added that extra dryness in there. I've just gone over 10, having that charcoal in there. Okay, insert mixing bowl, and now we want to give it a minute knead. Just going to get my tin prepared. I've got room to lay out about, makes around about between 8 and 10 rolls, depends on the size. And to completely top it off for black, I'm going to use my black sesame seeds on top. We've got a new collection being released this week, and I think it's called the Black Edition. I'll have to take another look and put it down here in the bottom of the comments. And you're going to see things like black pasta and black bower buns, those kind of things, which will be a bit of fun for those of you who are ordering, excited to get your black. Okay, there we go. That's our dough. So it is warm, because remember you've just used your hot water. So now it's just about balling them up. I think it depends on the size. I usually make them a little bit bigger than they suggest. It says you can get usually 12 out of it. So it's just breaking them up. Forming them up. They will swell, so you want to give them a bit of room on the tray. I just can't wait for these. Came home thinking about what I was going to have for a quick late lunch. Now these aren't going to be necessarily quick because they're going to go in the oven and cook, but I just felt like my grain-free rolls, and then the thought popped into my mind was, let's make them black. So I'm going to get about, I'll get about 10. Move this around a bit, you can see them there. And then I'll post a photo of them up underneath. If you're on my socials, if this is on YouTube viewing, you can probably swing over to me, find Jenny Taylor in your Facebook. If you're not following. And hey, if you want to learn more information about the limited black Thermomix, which will simply be up for sale up until the 6th of April, unless we sell out first. And I can tell you now, when we usually say these kind of things, it's usually the case of being sold out before the date. So just to top it off, put a little bit of water, just doing that really quickly. And some sesame seeds. Look at my hands. Can barely see them on there, but you can taste them. There you go, there's my little black, grain-free, gluten-free bread rolls ready to go into the oven. Have a great day, see ya.